And welcome back to another video on the Football Zone and to my midweek review. Whole load of matches, starting off with a huge 6-pointer at the bottom of the Premier League. Sheffield United 2, West Brom 1. Matt Phillips gave West Brom the lead just before half time, and they probably deserved it, before Jayden Bogle and Billy Sharp sealed a huge win for Sheffield United. And I would say in the second half it was probably deserved. They were by far the better team. And what a huge win this is, just gives them that tiny bit of hope. Wolves 2, Arsenal 1 was the score at Molineux. What a huge win this was for Wolves, but not without controversy. Pepe gave Arsenal the lead. They were cruising before David Luiz was sent off. It was never a sending off. Neves scored the resulting penalty, and Moutinho put them 2-1 up before Leno handballed outside the area. And yeah, basically it was over after that. Wolves were lucky. Arsenal played well, but you just can't read too much into this. It's happened again. Manchester United 0, Southampton 0. I'm not going to run through all the goal scorers because I'll be here for ages. All I'll say is poor old Jankovic and Brednarek. I don't think that was a red either. But yeah, Man United back to their best. But as for Southampton, I just think you can't really view this in the same light with so many injuries they've got. Yeah. I think hopefully it will just be a one-off and they'll bounce back quickly, but no need for an inquest into this in my opinion. Next up, it finished Newcastle 1, Crystal Palace 2 at St James's Park. This is a huge win for Palace. Shelby gave Newcastle the lead in the first minute before goals in 4 minutes from Rijswijk and Gary Cahill gave Crystal Palace the win. I would say it's fairly undeserved. Newcastle definitely had the better of the play, but Palace stuck the ball in the back of the net. And that is what counts, and that's a huge win for them. Just pretty much eases their pressure. Both have a comfortable gap. It's just about building up form. The score at Turf Moor was Burnley 0, Manchester City 2. Burnley, but basically brushed away in the first half. Poor goalkeeping from Nick Pope gave Jesus the first goal, and Sterling in the 38th minute gave City a deserved win, and they just looked unstoppable at the moment. Burnley, they're on a bit of a dodgy run ever since that win at Anfield. Just need to pick it up as soon as possible, and I'm sure they'll be perfectly fine. Moving on, Fulham 0, Leicester 2 was the score at Craven Cottage. A fairly comfortable win for Leicester, who once again pretty much did all the work in the first half through Iniacha and James Justin. And yeah, they just had that little extra bit of quality, and they continue having their great season. Still very much in Champions League contention. As for Fulham, it really is looking ominous now for them at the bottom. To be honest, I just can't see a way they're going to survive this season unless they pull off a mad run. Leeds 1, Everton 2 was the score at Ellen Road. Everton were outstanding in the first half through Sigurdsson and Calvert-Lewin. Rafinha did pull one back. Leeds huffed and puffed, probably had a fair few efforts, 16 shots, but just couldn't find the goal to bring them level. And that leaves them now in 11th, still not doing too badly at all. Everton in 6th. Yeah, huge win for them after a disappointing result at the weekend. Next up, West Ham 3, Aston Villa 1 at Villa Park. West Ham just continue their incredible season, and who thought Jesse Lingard scoring 2? Thomas Souček with the other. Villa's goal came through Ollie Watkins. But yeah, what a huge win this was for West Ham after Sunday's disappointment. Hopefully kind of brings them back in contention with the Champions League places. As for Villa, just a bit dodgy run, just need to see it out, and I'm sure they'll be back to their best. Liverpool 0, Brighton 1 was the score at Anfield, and who saw this coming? A bit like London buses, when 100 feet comes around, two come around at once when you wait ages for one. And yeah, we thought Liverpool were out of their bad period, clearly not. Alzate with a goal, kind of fortunate, but still Brighton I would say probably deserved it. More shots on target, more shots, so yeah, they played really well. Liverpool in 4th, very disappointing, I think that's all, but their title chance is over now. Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1 at Tottenham's ground, and boy oh boy, Tottenham were awful here. Chelsea played really, really well, and their goal came from a penalty spot through Jorginho, and it should have been far, far more. Chelsea dominated the game, and it's looking really promising for them under Tuchel. Back up to 6 now, slowly getting back in track. Tottenham down to 8, so they need to find some form really, really quickly. I do fear it could be a long end to the season for them, because they just created absolutely nothing in this match. Millwall 0, Norwich 0 was the score at the Den. Really good point for Millwall, following on from their point against Watford last week. So they'll be very pleased with that. As for Norwich, they had plenty of shots, but 2 shots on target. That's not really good enough, to be honest. They should have created more and just weren't at their best here. And to be honest, their form is dipping off. They are getting sucked into an automatic promotion battle, which won't really help them. But they still will have enough. Good point for Millwall though. Bournemouth 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2 was the score at the Vitality. Callum Patterson with the goal in the 44th minute to put Wednesday ahead. Stanislas in the 66th minute from the spot equalised before Jordan Rhodes, who'd have thought it'd be him, popping up with a winner. And what a huge win for Sheffield Wednesday. Gives them so much of a chance to recover in the bottom 3. Great job, Neil Thompson. As for Jason Tindall, obviously he's been sacked. For me, he had to go. With the squad they have, him vastly underperforming. Just need a good replacement now. Coventry 1, Forest 2 was the score at St Andrews. This was really disappointing for Coventry, especially going ahead before Graben and a Rose own goal sealed the win for Forest. It kind of sucks them into a relegation battle now. They've only got a 4 or so breathing space. So yeah, a huge win for Forest, just to alleviate some of the pressure that was growing at the City ground. And I mean, they can relax now for a bit. Wycombe 0, Birmingham 0 was the score at Adams Park. Mark Roberts sent off in the 87th minute. Birmingham had the better of the play. Olsson made 2 incredible saves. But for me, what I don't get is Karanka leaving it until the last minute to make a substitute when Birmingham really had to win that game. And now as you look at the table, they're in a precarious position. 21st, Rotherham 2 points behind them with 2 games in hands. It really is going to be becoming quite concerning if you're a Blues fan. As for Wycombe, they're already down, so Rotherham 3, Derby 0 was the score at the New York Stadium. What a huge win this was for Rotherham. Goals from Heatway, Smith and Giles in the 88th minute. 3 goals in the last quarter of an hour sealed the win. And to be honest, I'm not sure if they deserved it or not. Derby probably had more of the play. But Rotherham, they did what they did best. And that's a huge win for them. It gives them much more of a fighting chance. As for Derby, sucks them right back into it. Brentford 3, Bristol 2 was the score at Brentford's new ground. Bristol went ahead early on for a set piece before Kanyos, Tony and Goodo scored. Wells pulled one back in the 90th minute, but Brentford here were just outstanding. Looked so dangerous going forward, and for me they're a class above everyone else in this league. So I think if they keep everyone fit, they will definitely be playing Premier League football next year. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Remember to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily football news, and subscribe to my channel on screen right now. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.